This week on Simply Ming, it's all about pancakes, the savory type. Joining me is my great chef friend Tiffani Faison, a Top Chef all-star and the owner and chef of two great Boston restaurants, Sweet Cheeks and Tiger Mama. She's going to be making a great Vietnamese fried pancake loaded with shrimp called bánh xèo. Delicious. Tiffany's dish was delicious.
Thank you.
Me, I'm first going to shake up a lychee margarita for us to enjoy, and then I'll be making one of my favorite Japanese pancakes called Okonomiyaki, filled with New England clams. I'm Ming Tsai, and we're cooking at home. Coming up next on Simply Ming.
Funding is provided by Ocean Spray. For over 80 years, our grower owners have been growing and harvesting cranberries to bring you and your family our cranberry juices, drinks, and Craisins dried cranberries. For more information, you can visit oceanspray.com. Ocean Spray, grower owned since 1930.
Simply caring about the planet. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Subaru of New England, a proud sponsor of Simply Ming.
Handcrafted and brewed in the historic Hudson Valley of New York using ingredients sourced only from North America, Wanjishan offers an artisanal selection of Asian-inspired organic soy sauces and condiments. WJS, Simply American, Simply Organic, and a proud sponsor of Simply Ming.
I'm so stoked to have Tiffani Faison in the house. Hi.
Hi. Thanks for having me.
Oh, God. Thank you for coming back.
Fun. So much fun.
Life's good?
Life's great.
Right?
Yeah.
Making
totally
a lot
great.
of Q, right?
Making a lot of Q, making a lot of pad thai.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Awesome. So, cooking at home, we're going to start you with a margarita. Is that okay?
That's how I always start.
Okay, perfect.
Yes.
So, it's a lychee margarita. If you could just, little rim salt on that.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to go ahead and get this cocktail going. So,
When life gives you lychees?
Huh?
When life gives you lychees?
Yes, when life gives you lychee. So, this is
Make
a lychee
margarita.
puree. Canned lychees. And we pureed a little bit of simple syrup. It's very
That's
simple.
nice.
The most important thing about a good margarita, the most important thing is a good tequila. Make sure it's 100% agave tequila. We're gonna do 4 ounces of this.
That's a significant, you're not playing, 4 ounces.
Well, for two, it's 2 ounces each. That's not crazy. Come on.
I don't know. Are we cooking after this?
We're cooking. We're gonna cook delicious food. And then fresh lime juice. Again, if you're gonna make a margarita, make sure you go fresh. And then this lychee puree.
Gives a nice viscosity, the lychee
Oh
puree.
yeah, it does. I actually love it. Give me a little hit of ice here, chef. Thank you.
Here you go, babe.
And I do think it's important that you shake really cold ice and then have
Do
fresh
the
ice.
shake
Oh,
shake?
that's this. No, I don't have this.
Come
no.
on, come on, come on.
Can you? Here, let's see.
Oh, Lord. The
I don't know. I don't know.
mixologist shake?
Oh, that's
I think
good.
it's about aerating it, right?
Yeah, it is. And waterizing it.
This is never gonna,
Yeah.
I'm never gonna live that one down. You did what?
You did what?
You
Yeah,
won
it's
the
good.
who?
Look at these.
There we go.
Very nice. And I think fresh ice is important because this ice is used, so to speak.
I see a lot of people shake and then dump the ice into the drink, and I get the sort of flavor and the alcohol is still residual in the ice.
Right.
But for me, I prefer to have a cold drink. We're not living in
Exactly.
England.
No, we're not. That's an excellent point.
Yeah.
New England.
Cheers, New England.
Cheers.
Yes, we
Cheers.
invented ice in New England.
Right? What,
Yeah.
You think that's strong?
I mean, no.
Was that an ambulance?
I'm pretending to be like shy about booze right now. I'm like, that's so strong.
All right, we're gonna go cook. Come on, let's cook.
Let's do it.
All right, chef, what are you making?
We're making bánh xèo. It's a Vietnamese crepe, really thin, no eggs, so beautiful, a little bit of Viet curry in it. It's just super light, lots of fresh herbs, lots of great dynamic flavor. I love it.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
What's first?
Awesome. So we're gonna make the batter first.
Okay.
Rice flour.
Okay.
So just dump the rice flour in, no big deal. This is a Vietnamese curry powder, which is really great. Lots of round flavor to it.
Right.
It's actually in the Madras category, but there's Vietnamese curry leaves in it, so not as spicy as other curries, so really nice. Also
Yeah.
adds a great flavor to it. This is just kosher salt, sugar, and then this is Shaoxing wine, so it's just a Chinese wine.
Chinese.
Rounds it out, gives it a really nice nutty flavor. Also, when the alcohol cooks out of it, allows the crepe to get a little crispier.
So you could use sherry.
You
right, as a
could use
sauce,
sherry,
right?
yeah, easily. If you're like, that's super easy. Also, if you really can't find sherry or Shaoxing, a little bit of vodka.
Okay.
I know.
Or tequila.
Well, yeah, you could do a little
All right.
tequila for sure. I went through like so many bottles of vodka trying to figure that out.
Okay.
tough.
You mean you spilled a drink in it?
Yeah, exactly.
And this agua?
So yeah, we're gonna just make sure we're mixing all of our dries, just like anything else. Go ahead and
Yep.
dump that water in.
Oh, together?
Yeah,
Okay.
there we go.
Well, like pastry, you actually have to measure, right?
Yeah, it's important that this is
Right.
measured. Exactly.
We can
This
stir
is
fry,
not
we
a
can
dump
do,
crepe.
we can,
exactly,
yeah,
exactly.
But a crepe, yeah.
You have to measure it. So we take this, make sure it's mixed really nicely. Just like any crepe batter or any pancake batter, don't get crazy about over mixing it. Couple lumps, totally fine.
Okay.
So we're gonna take this.
Because you can overmix.
You can overmix it,
Right.
and then it'll create a really, really tough batter.
Okay, then what?
Refrigerate it. Yeah, we just need to let it sit for a couple of hours, ideally, but not overnight because the rice flour will completely hydrate overnight and get really gloppy. So
Got
just
it.
a couple of hours in the fridge. Needs
So
to be
I'll
cold
go
when we use it.
And then you go here, I'm gonna get your
Right.
one that's been resting.
So I'm gonna start on the shrimp filling.
Please.
Typically, you have just a really simple shrimp and bean sprout filling.
Right.
We're gonna kind of make it, we add a little finesse to things.
This is all going in a food processor.
This is all gonna go in the food processor, so I'm just gonna throw a couple things in this bowl. As we throw it in the bowl, it can go in the food processor.
Okay.
So shallots, ginger, a little bit of garlic, some Thai chili.
What else do you have here?
So this is gochujang,
Yep.
a little Korean chili paste or powder. What's
Powder.
great about gochujang is that it's a little bit rounder. It doesn't have that kind of burnt flavor or the
It
like
is.
really.
There's a sweetness to it.
There's a sweetness to it, exactly, which is
Okay.
nice. Speaking of sweetness, ketchup.
Nice.
Yeah, we can
regular,
chuck all of that stuff.
Regular ketchup.
No, it's a really specific ketchup. Regular ketchup. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if you're underwritten by blah, blah, blah ketchup.
No, that's you.
No,
So can-
And what do we have here?
we have a little bit of fish sauce and then
Okay.
a little bit of sesame oil.
All in?
Yep. We're gonna start with all of our wets
Okay.
in here and then add your dries
Right.
into it so it gets moving.
See how she's having me do everything?
I was told that this was a cocktail party.
So shrimp.
Shrimp last, so we're gonna get all this moving really
Got it.
quickly and create a little paste, and then we're just gonna pulse the shrimp so we're not creating
How
like
about
a
this
shrimp mousse
crazy
out of it.
Thai bird chili? How much of that do you
Tiny
want?
bit of chili, so like half. It depends on what your tolerance for spice is.
Right.
For me, I like a lot, but let's make this palatable. We'll do about half. When we're dealing with Thai chilies, wash your hands or wear
Don't
gloves.
change your contact right now.
Don't change your contact. Don't take a trip to
Yep.
anywhere
Don't go
that you
pee-pee.
need privacy.
So
exactly.
this or all?
All of it. Let's do it. It's you and
Okay.
I. We can
Yeah.
we can handle this.
Okay.
All right, and then just pulse this for a couple minutes, a couple seconds. See how that created a really nice paste?
Yeah, beautiful.
Awesome, great.
This is known as the Tiffany air paste.
The air paste, exactly. Chuck our shrimp in.
All right. So by the way, these are beautiful U15s. You can use small shrimp, right?
You should. Not necessary. This is
yeah.
nice that you
Again,
like.
Grandpa's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, you went all out for me. That's really nice. I appreciate
yeah,
it.
come on. You're doing
Oh, a little bit of
fine.
soy sauce.
Okay.
Sorry. About a. Well, that was a tablespoon.
Yeah. All right, and then you want to just pulse?
Pulse. Yep. Because we want nice big chunks with the
Right.
shrimp. We don't want it to be a mousse. There we go.
Good.
GTG.
What'd you say?
GTG.
GT, good to
Good
go?
to go.
I get it. Even though I'm 51, I'm hip. Here, let me help you here.
Can you?
Chef.
Thanks.
Yeah, okay.
In all my years, I haven't figured out how to get the.
Well, you know what? If you don't learn how to iron shirts, you're never going to be asked to iron shirts.
Oh, you know what? That's the problem. I iron shirts like a champ.
I actually
Where we
do
go?
laundry. I'm pretty good at laundry. Not great at putting away the clothes.
You know what? I need to learn to be bad at it so other people do it. That's the key. We're just gonna quickly saute our shrimp.
Okay. Want a little oil in this?
Yeah, a little oil.
See if that's all right.
Yep.
All right.
So the key to this is hot, high, quick, right? So
Okay.
you want all those aromatics working in, the garlic, the chili. You want the shrimp just barely cooked because we're gonna put it again.
Smells
Doesn't
awesome.
it smell great?
Yeah, smells
it's
great.
like lots of garlic, lots of ginger, which is really nice. See if you get a little sizzle. So if you don't hear that sizzle, stop.
Got it.
Stop.
Great. Good
Retreat.
point. Great point.
A little bit of salt.
Smells so good.
Yep,
Right?
absolutely.
I love how just that little bit of that cuchucaro makes it so red, that
Awesome.
Korean chili flake.
Smells great. And it's a little sweet too, which is nice.
This you're cooking all the way through?
We're gonna cook it all the way through, but just through.
Okay.
We're gonna give it another second and put it on a plate.
Looks good.
There it is.
Good?
I think she's great. Yep,
Dump and go.
yep.
All right. Now we got the filling.
How's your patience level?
Good.
So here's the thing, we make pancakes at home, crepes, even chefs when we do it at home. You know the first one is,
First crepe never comes out.
No one's
You
eating the first
cheated
crepe.
if you say your first crepe came out.
yeah.
You
You're
wanna
like that annoying, like party giver that's like, oh my God, everything was so easy. I just did this and he showed up. It's like, no.
No, she went to jail and then she got out.
Exactly.
That's right. Said that. Okay. Oil.
Go for it.
And then rub
if you have a kitchen towel you don't really care about, actually you should. There we go. So this is cast iron, and I've seasoned it a good amount, like it's older, so, and also continue to season it. But at home, Teflon. All right, so we're gonna put a little bit more oil on that. I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. You do want it sizzling, so you have a couple towels. We're gonna.
Yep. Move it around.
Yeah, move it around.
Got
it?
Do it. I think if you and I do it together, that's
that might disaster.
So a nice oil coating.
Yeah, you really want it evenly coated. Beautiful. So we talk a lot about smoking oil, and you don't want your oil to smoke. For this recipe, we actually do. So here's the thing.
And then I moved it for you?
You're gonna move it for me. I'm gonna pour it in the middle.
Okay.
And then you're gonna, ready?
Yep.
So banseo actually means sizzling cake. So it got its name from the sound that it's making right now. So this is a nice family activity. Maybe not with like your young kids, but all right. You know what? If we do it on the first one, I'm going to be annoyed with us.
Yeah.
Do we like set all of that?
You know, when you get two people like us in
There
the
you go.
kitchen.
I mean, like us.
It actually looks pretty good.
It looks pretty good. Yeah. Oh, hey.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. This is not happening. Okay, we're going to jinx ourselves. So this is interesting. The white part is the rice flour that's not entirely hydrated, so it's cooking on the bottom. You want to let it continue to cook on the bottom. This is right. So we're going to go like a medium-low right now. I'm going to give these garlic chives just a quick chop because they're going to go in to the batter.
So this is obviously a very easy recipe when you got 4 hours and
and 5 friends.
and 5 friends and a chef that can move your pan for you.
Here you go.
All right, so it's fresh garlic chives.
Yep, fresh garlic chives. So we're just going to put these around, let these cook a little bit. Here's the thing. We're going to put our shrimp on top. Let's only use like half of that just in case we actually do screw up the first one.
Right in the middle or spread it?
Just on one side, just like you would an omelet.
Okay.
So there you go. That's great. Just like that. Probably not supposed to use my hands.
You can use your hands. It's cooking at home.
That's right. And then bean sprouts. I'm going to turn that heat
so
off.
good.
Isn't that
Turn it
great?
off?
Yep. Now, I'm going to leave this to you so I can blame you if it doesn't work out.
Oh, nice.
If you just want to flip that side.
Oh, sure.
So what'll happen is when your shrimp and bean sprouts are here, you're going to flip it over and it'll completely hydrate the rest of the rice flour that's not entirely cooked. No pressure.
Ah, nah. Easy.
You can do this.
I can do this.
You want to smell?
Hold my fin.
Ready?
Hold my fin. 1, 2, 3.
3. Oh, look at that!
Oh, God,
a little
first
hole,
time.
but that's not. Okay, now our next move is to get that off of here onto a plate.
Easy.
Ideally, what we'll do, if we can just take this.
Slide it, right?
1 second. I'm going to give it just another second on the other side.
That's beautiful.
Isn't that beautiful?
Slide this thing off, right? Is that whole thing going to move?
I don't know. Maybe I should leave this back to you. You're so killer the first time. Takes a village.
I think we could slide it off. You tell me when you think it's ready.
I think it's ready. Ready? Gorge.
Chef, that looks so good. Can we eat this now?
Let's eat it now, and it has the additional help of softening the rice paper, so you need to eat it hot. Let's do it now.
Let's eat.
Eat it now. So how it's done typically is cut from the outside in. Here we go.
Okay.
So it's cut into sections.
Okay.
Here's what's interesting about this. A little bit different. Rice paper, you want to look for really like extra thin rice paper.
Right.
And then you take a section of your banseo, put it right on top, just like that. So see what you need, like a warm, hot
Right.
crepe.
I'll take half of that.
There you go.
Okay. Got it.
And then we're just gonna add a little bit of grilled bok choy.
Okay.
This gives it a little depth of flavor as opposed to like everything just being high fresh herb flavor. So we're gonna put this on my plate. A little bit of lettuce. Really
Okay.
the hallmark of Vietnamese eating tends to be fresh herbs. So
Okay.
it really accents the rest of the flavors. And this is, DIY. It's however you want it.
Basil.
So I like a lot of mint, I like a lot of Thai basil. You cannot feed me too much Thai basil.
Oh my God, Thai basil is one of my favorites.
It's the best. So
Okay.
from here, we're gonna roll it up just like a taco. It's gonna break a little bit.
Right.
So again, that's why it's really
Not an
important that you eat
enchilada.
it while it's
What do
hot.
you like taco?
Taco, enchilada, whatever you want to do. So we're gonna hydrate this with a
So
little bit
explain, this is, go ahead.
of nok cham.
Yep. And what's in it?
Fish sauce, water, sugar, Thai chilies, garlic. Sometimes it's variations.
Sometimes lime juice. Right?
Exactly, sometimes lime juice. There's a little bit in here. All right, hydrate crepe.
God, that was so good.
Okay. The chili and the nok cham, chili and the shrimp, This beautiful round, like gochujaro. Pretty awesome.
Chef, I toast my margarita too. Fantastic. Unfortunately, you have to help me. Do you mind? So,
Okonomiyaki?
Okonomiyaki.
No, I'm taking a break. No. Eat this.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do a dish all by myself.
I got
Tiffany's
you.
going to watch.
I got you.
All right. Stick around.
Cheers.
Delicious. Tiffany's dish was delicious.
Thank you.
I'm so psyched. All right, so I'm gonna do
Cool.
my version of a savory pancake. It's called Okonomiyaki. Served all over Japan, especially in Osaka. Traditionally, it's actually, they use shrimp as a seafood, but we're in New England, so I'm gonna use clams.
Clams.
All right, and Lachong, which is Chinese sausage.
Yeah. It's a cool play on like clams and chorizo.
Well, Altajana, right?
Yeah.
The great Portuguese dish.
Yep.
It's clams and pork.
Very cool.
So
Am I
you could, yes.
chiffonade?
Yeah, so chiffonade the cabbage and just slice the
As you
scallops
like it,
from there.
right? Isn't that what Okonomiyaki is? As you like it.
Exactly.
Like just
Okonomiyaki.
however you want it. Yep.
Wow, pretty good. All right, so 4 eggs. We're gonna use AP flour. Mix this in. And then we're gonna use chicken stock as our liquid.
Why use chicken stock?
You know, I just think it tastes better than water.
Yep.
So I'm not gonna use it all. This, like your recipe, you have to measure. But because I have these great clams that we shucked, you have the great clam juice. So I'm gonna use that. Just not use.
Can I use like canned clams at home?
I would buy fresh clams in the tub from your fish mouth.
Yeah, gotcha.
I don't like canned. Tastes tinny.
They taste like metal.
Exactly. All right. So a little bit thicker than yours. So now I'll take the cabbage, please. Yep.
Just
that
hit it
gets
in there?
dumped in. Yep.
Okay.
Awesome.
Do you need more?
Just a touch more.
They
Yep.
keep going?
I'm gonna chop these clams up just a little bit
Okay.
because it's nice to have. I want to spread. Clams are so delicious and sweet. I want to make sure every bite gets a little bit of clam.
But not like super thin, right?
Yeah, no. There we go. And then lachong. So if you don't have access to this Chinese sausage lachong, you can always use bacon.
Yep.
Cook it first though, because lachong is fully cured and you can actually eat it raw.
The
bacon.
first time I had lapchang, I was really surprised because it's not like American sausages. It's really sweet.
It's very sweet.
Like very
yeah.
fatty and very sweet. I was expecting like a little bit of kick and
Right.
like less roundness. I was really surprised.
Oh,
the
there's
first
no
time I had
spice
it.
at all in lachong.
None, exactly.
This is really not salty at all, right? Lachong is pretty sweet.
No, it's really sweet. Do you need more cabbage or good?
That's perfect.
On to the next.
Just some scallions, please.
Okay.
All right, this is great. I love that Tiffany is, she doesn't know this yet, but I'm gonna open up a barbecue joint. Because she went Asian with Tiger Mama, so I figure, well.
Southeast Asian
good.
specifically.
Yeah, I get it. I love it.
It's
Full
all about
flavors.
flavor. I think, you know, it's interesting because I think a lot of American chefs didn't really touch Asian food for a long time, but it's what we all ate,
Yeah.
right? Like we all went to Chinatown and we traveled there. Like I've traveled to Southeast Asia pretty extensively.
Yep.
And it's the best food in the world for me. But now we're trying to, you know, it's all about, it's learning a new language. So if it's not second nature to you, it takes some time. So everyone's getting a
think
little
you're
bit
right.
brave.
So this is Tiffany's fantastic nonstick. So we're gonna do,
Vanilla rub.
yes, please, just rub it in. So a little grapeseed oil. And because I love the flavor, and this is gonna be hot, we're gonna add just a touch of butter as well. And it will burn and sizzle pretty quickly, but we're gonna get a big old pancake in here, like that much. I'm gonna spread this puppy out.
Look how cool this is.
And I love it that it's got all this veg in it.
There's this beautiful nutty aroma that the butter's giving to it that's really, really
I do.
cool.
It became beurre noisette, which is brown colored butter,
Yeah.
instantly. So now we're gonna turn this down because obviously because of the eggs and the raw clams. Clams don't need a long time, but you gotta cook the eggs through. I'd say in about, I don't know, 20 seconds, we'll give this a quick flip. Then we get to eat.
Cool.
All right, they see about a minute and a half.
Yep.
G
It's
being G,
beautiful and brown.
right?
Yep.
So now the question is, how do we flip this?
This is like the show of questionable decisions.
So here, put that plate down for me there.
Okay, right here.
And then I want you to lift up this rim, and I'm gonna slide
We're
this
just
on.
gonna slide these.
Yeah, I'm gonna slide it on. There you go.
Look at that guy. Look at that. Now,
Then, without shattering the plate, just don't be bashful.
you gotta commit. There
Gotta
it
commit.
is.
Oh, that looks great.
This is like,
We're gonna open a restaurant together. It's gonna be called Tiffani Faison with Ming.
no, it's not.
Something like that.
It's gonna be called How to Cook Omelette Crepe Things with 15 of Your Friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right, so now it's gonna take about another minute and a half. let's go over here and make our.
This is really crispy and beautiful. This
Yeah,
is
right.
so nice.
Let's make this sauce here.
All right, cool.
So there's a traditional Japanese sauce that you actually buy, right?
Bulldog.
It comes in actually looks like a toothpaste tube.
Yeah,
honestly.
exactly.
So it's a Worcestershire sauce. It's a thick Worcestershire. So for us people at home, just take real store-bought mayonnaise and Worcestershire, and I want to keep it a little bit thick, so I don't want to add too much liquid. But because we can, we're going to add a little bit of minced garlic, so more like an aioli, just a touch. That's it. You don't need a lot.
Okay.
And I'm going to add just a drop of Natural Root soy sauce, just to make it a little bit
This
darker.
is pretty umami forward,
Yes,
right? Like
it is.
Yeah, it's like umami on umami.
So umami, for those that may not know, is that fifth taste sensation that all of the chefs try to achieve, the savoriousness. All right. And we'll have a little black pepper.
I like the black pepper with that. That's cool.
I like a little kick.
Yeah.
I don't need salt.
No
'cause of
acid
the,
in that, right?
No acid.
Interesting.
All right, how we do here?
Can I?
Please. Worcestershire sauce is tart, right?
That would be delicious on almost anything. Burgers,
Okay.
okonomiyaki.
So we're going to do it, again, in a Japanese restaurant, they would have it such that you just eat it on the griddle.
Right on the griddle.
Right?
Yep.
So this, I'm sure, is done.
This is how chefs eat
yeah.
anyway. We eat standing up. People don't know that, but
We eat standing up all
very
the time.
rare that we sit down and eat.
So now we're going to do it,
Cool.
and you're going to eat off of that. So, to finish, I'm going to take this and just zigzag it. I mean, it's going to melt right
The
through there.
zigzag is key, right?
Yeah, you want it. You need to. Well, I'm gonna zog it now too. because you said that.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
cutting edge stuff.
Yeah, zig and zog.
That's so cool.
Then gari. This is pickled ginger.
Yep. So there's your acid, right? Like the brightness
yeah,
and the acid.
there's
that
a little
comes
bit of
in
acid
there.
with this.
Can I bonito you?
Yes, and this is. Well, let's do scallions first. Perfectly sliced scallions. Okay. Then the bonito
Slowly.
flake.
That's how you.
This is fish flake, right? This is what's in the base of a Japanese fish stock. But I love it because
Dancing fish.
Look what happens. Look at this. The
Beautiful.
heat makes this stuff move. So,
So
when you
cool.
serve this to a stranger, they're like,
What?
"Are those worms?
Are they
What-
alive?"
What are those?"
Yeah.
Right. And this is how you would, again, at a Japanese restaurant. You have the grills in front of you. They push in front of you, and you eat off of it.
So cool.
Well, we're going to instead.
Eat standing up.
Yeah, like all chefs. I'm gonna cut you a little wedge here, like that. All right, yeah, that's right. Chef, a little extra garnish. Get myself a slice.
This is super inspirational. You could really put almost anything in there, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Like,
you can do
it's-
vegetarian, just put mushrooms.
Yep.
You can put any fish. You can put shrimp. You could put chicken sausage. But I would cook the chicken sausage in advance, but that's it. Here, how about a spoon? Or you want chopsticks? Give me a spoon. See what you think.
Cheers.
Cheers.
This is so delicious.
I have a wine.
Oh my god. Here.
I have a fantastic Pinot Gris, which I think is perfect. Nice high acid. This is
Mineral quality.
United States Pinot Gris.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
Cheers. This is really
Cheers.
extraordinary.
I
I
love that.
love this so much. You know, it's so great. Like the Worcestershire aioli with the black pepper. Like the pepper gives it a really nice kind of cool, almost like Western kick to it in a way that.
Well, you know what? What goes in a mignonette with clams? Right? Black pepper and the vinegar.
It's very
and
cool.
we got our vinegar from the gari instead.
It's a lot of things we know and don't know working together really well.
So feel free to have that at Tiger Mama because your dish is that Blue Dragon tonight.
Fair enough.
I raise a glass to you.
Cheers.
You're the
Thank you
best.
for having me.
Thank
This
you.
is so
Congrats
much
on all
fun.
your success.
And you.
And please invite me on Simply Tiffany, please. Please, right? It's right here. It's recorded.
It's gonna be called Tiffany After Dark. Yeah,
Tiffany
but
after
you'll
dark.
get
Oh
it.
no,
Yeah,
I
exactly.
want Ming after dark. Or Ming at night.
Ming
We'll do
and-
both.
It'll be a joint venture.
Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
And as always, thanks for watching. Peace and good eating. Make some pancakes. For more information on Simply Ming, including upcoming guests and more, visit us online at ming.com/simplyming. Closed captioning provided by
Melissa's World Variety Produce is a proud sponsor of Simply Ming.
Funding is provided by Ocean Spray. For over 80 years, our grower owners have been growing and harvesting cranberries to bring you and your family our cranberry juices, drinks, and Craisins dried cranberries. For more information, you can visit oceanspray.com. Ocean Spray, grower owned since 1930.
Simply caring about the planet. It's what makes a Subaru a Subaru. Subaru of New England, a proud sponsor of Simply Ming.
Wanjishan, simply American, simply organic, simply Ming.
Select episodes of this series are available on the Simply Ming Cooking with Friends and Family DVD. A companion cookbook is also available. To order, visit shoppbs.org/simplyming or call 1-800-PLAY-PBS.